Medieval Misadventures, Episode 22, Freedom's New Crew. And so then I overheard John and Oliver telling Scaredy and Zella that the spell Freedom used to kill me was not entirely finished. So what does that mean? Asked Hobbs. It means that I wasn't permanently killed, and I would guess Scaredy and his friends might try to do something to bring me back. Well, what do you think they'll do? The spell like they did to bring Harry back? Or enter train heaven through some portal or something to bring you out of here? I would honestly hope they do a portal or something, because I would like to be brought out of here too. Whatever happens, I'll make sure they bring you guys out of train heaven with me. Thanks, Fred. We appreciate that. Whoa, hey, slow down, Freedom. Where's the fire here? There's a fire? This is a cause for... Shut up, Nathan. There's no fire, but there is something important to report. What's that? Ah, I see. So you're not permanently dead. You know what that means. What? What does it mean, Freedom? It means freedom for freedom. But in order to make sure we'll be getting out of train heaven and making sure the heroes don't succeed, we need some more bad guys on our crew. Come along, Ralph and Nathan. And the winner is Inchworm by an inch. Whoa, I won. Yeah. How is that, Angus? Not bad. There was a large group of trucks sitting in an area of train heaven. There were open wagons and some flatbeds, as well as a tanker and a boxcar. The leader of this group of trucks was a slate car named Shock. Shock was a bit clumsy and therefore didn't really do a lot to help his fellow trucks. He gave them the orders and that was pretty much all he did. Alright, said the tanker, whose name was Ryan. Who wants to race next? Shock? Nuh-uh, you know I'm clumsy. I'll derail and lose the race for sure. Alright, suit yourself, but you're missing out. What about you, whatever your name is? No? Alright, you're missing out too. Anyone? Anyone at all? Just then, Freedom and her two henchmen rounded the bend. My, look how many trucks we have here, guys, said Freedom. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, 12 trucks. That's quite a lot. Who are you? Asked Angus. Who am I? I'm one of the greatest truck leaders there will ever be. Really? One of the greatest truck leaders there will ever be? Well, in that case, Shock, you're fired as leader. Hefty, you can't fire your boss. That's the boss's job, to fire others to, you know. Let this brake van be the boss, or you will face my wrath. Yeah, you heard wrath. Let this brake van take charge. Okay. Oh, alright, what's your name, brake van? My name is Freedom. And these are my henchmen. This is Ralph, and this is Nathan, and oh look, here come my parents. This is Father Torture, and this is Mother Gruesome. Hey, wait a minute, said one of the red trucks. Wasn't that big black brake van the leader of the furnace trucks from the kingdom? Yes, he was, said Freedom. And you're his daughter, Freedom, said Inchworm. Yeah, we've heard about you before. Oh, really? Yeah. We know that you're one of the baddest trucks around. Even though she's not really a truck, she's a brake van. Well, she's still rolling stock. That would maybe be a better term, maybe, I guess. Or, just stop talking, you. We could use a good troublesome leader, said Ryan. Shock here was our leader, but he's too clumsy and scared all the time. I'm not scared all the time. I am clumsy. I get startled easily sometimes, but that does not mean Shock, be quiet. Are you all good trucks or bad trucks? Bad? Seriously? Yes? You're 100% telling the truth on that? Yes. Okay, well then, I could use a lot of henchmen like you. What for, if I may ask? I'm going to be finding a way to exit this place soon, and I'll need some henchmen to help me stop some heroes that will be coming here to rescue someone else. Who is this truck you need our help defeating? He's the worst truck of them all. His name is Scaredy, and he ruined my plans for leadership of all the trucks in the world. How dare he? If you don't mind me asking, what exactly made you want to become leader of all the trucks in the world? I'll tell you. Back in the early days of the Furnace Kingdom, we had this large shed built on some tall supports called a superstation. Back in those days, the only trucks in the Furnace Kingdom were me and my parents, even though we're brake vans, but there were also 9 other trucks that were part of my troublesome truck gang. Yes, we were troublesome in the Furnace Kingdom. One morning, I woke up earlier than my parents. I asked if we could go out and play a game, but they wanted to sleep in. So I decided to go and see what my friends were doing. I made my way down the line until I saw a strange truck sitting in a corner. I had no idea that this truck was friends with Timothy, the number 0. Hey, you sure are a beautiful brake van. Well, thank you. Do you ever think that your beautiful looks could help you achieve great things or accomplish great goals or something? What do you mean? Well, your beautiful looks could help convince trucks to do what you want them to do. And you are a troublesome truck, aren't you? Yeah. I would imagine your beautiful looks could convince every truck in the world to obey you. I found this truck's idea very intriguing, but he wasn't actually serious. He was just distracting me so I wouldn't see Timothy and the negative sneak by. Timothy and his friends hurried up onto the superstation tracks. 2 of the negatives pushed my mom onto the turntable while she was still sleeping. Then Timothy pushed my father into my mother, and they both plunged off the edge of the turntable. They fell to the ground with a crash. They were heavily damaged, but they were somehow still alive. But Timothy had thought ahead on this. He and the negatives hurried down from the superstation. Now the superstation had been placed near a large river. Just then, a large battleship boat, who must have been friends with Timothy, came up near the supports. And he fired his missiles at the two supports in the front. The supports were hit and began to fall apart. Then the slope tracks fell over. Then the large supports fell. Then finally, the superstation itself fell to the ground. Right on top of my parents. I heard the loud crash and raced backwards to see what had happened. But then Timothy and the negatives knocked me off the track. And they raced away along with the strange truck. I looked over and saw the giant pile of rubble laying on my parents. I was horrified. From that moment forward, I was going to be more bad than I had ever been before. I was going to do what that truck had suggested and get all trucks to obey me and do my evil bidding. As I began making my evil plans, some new trucks came to the kingdom. They were all good trucks, however, but I knew that soon I would have all trucks, including good ones, obeying me. But the trucks soon heard about the death of the furnace truck leader, who was my father, and they decided that whoever could defeat Timothy the number 0 would become leader of the furnace trucks. I decided I had to do it, but before I got the chance, some news came that an oil tanker named Scaredy had defeated Timothy, and 2 of the trucks went to look for him. Soon, Scaredy arrived and everyone started becoming his friends. I decided that I would have to play nice in order to lure him into a false sense of security before I carried out my plan to eliminate all truck leaders in the world. But unfortunately, that stupid Scaredy soon found out my plan and put a stop to it. I had managed to kill Dread, but then I was killed. My, that was a very interesting story, I'll say. So how about it? You all want to join up with me, help me get rid of Scaredy, and be my henchman? You can count us in. Excellent.